I want to try to keep it civil.
Don't.
I will.
I'm not going to keep it civil, you Navy fuck. I'm not. This dude is still fucking mine.
I will accept groveling at some point. But
grovel these nuts.
Our boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. I denounce his actions. I denounce the stolen valor portion, but this is all stuff that I've already said. That's the whole problem. Boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. Boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed.
Yes. Wow, that was cool, Bernzy. That was straight up cool, man. And by the way, that didn't age well, did it, K4? Didn't age well. Wow, that was real good stuff. Hey, everybody. Wrangler stream. Guess what? I was, I saw the clip from Bernzy, and I was inspired. And I said, you know what? And SV has put out some great clips. Now, today, I decided, you know what? I want to highlight, SV's work on this, because I always talk about him, and I always tell people to go check out his live and stuff like that. And lately, he's been putting out a lot of clips, and that's been good. It's a good way. It's a good way to promote your channel. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna, try to do the same. But he has been doing a good job of clipping up videos, of his lives and stuff. Of course, not everybody can go to a live and be there for hours and hours. People got things to do. But in order to highlight the type of work that he's been doing against Kaiser, I figured, I want to show some of his clips, and at the same time, we can see Wrangler's hypocrisy in real time. With Bernzy's video here, this is just how these people on this side operate, at least on the side of looking for the truth. As you can see, we're not making accusations that cannot be shown with receipts. Now, a lot of the times will come on here and talk anecdotally. Okay. I speak anecdotally about these situations because they like to speak on things anecdotally, especially Kaiser. And he doesn't even have, real anecdotes. He talks and he says things that are blatant lies. And so in order for people to understand that we're here to debunk those lies, people like Bernzy, people like SV debunk him in real time, just like I did a few lives ago when he talked about me, and I had to debunk everything he had to say about me. Now, most people would say, "Don't worry about it," and shout out to Anonymous Dude for coming in here and telling me, don't worry about what a murder burglar has to say about you. And I don't. I really don't. I don't really care what he thinks or says about me, or what his followers think about me. I am doing great, Christopher Hall. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hang out, relax. Yeah, so he is consistently trying to come after, people and making up lies and stuff like that. And one of the people that has been on top of him at every single turn has been SV. And so I decided, you know what? It's time to show these clips that SV has put together in order for you guys to understand how much bullshit he is, and people like Bernz, who made that video about K4, it goes to show the hypocrisy within his camp as far as people who support him. And K4, you did this to yourself, buddy. You did this to yourself, because I told you a long time ago, you should just denounce him, be straight up about it, go to SV's live, and just tell him, hey, you know what? I denounce Wrangler. I don't like him. And because SV, he loves his veterans. He really does. He really does. I mean, this is not a part of Kaiser stuff, but there's this guy Shuggy, and he gets on that idiot Dan's panel, and Shuggy has allowed Dan to talk shit. Now, the reason why I don't like Shuggy, the reason why I get upset with somebody like Shuggy, SV Stone Vet is a very genuine person. He's very genuine. He is a guy who has put out his vulnerabilities and is always willing to apologize if he feels like he's done wrong. He puts himself out for criticism first before he criticizes anybody else. And I think it's a shining example of somebody who I would want to lead me in any situation. Now, he has his conditions that make him disabled, such as PTSD. You know, things happen, you know, and his mental capacity has been stifled by that mental disorder. But I could tell if it wasn't for that, SV could do anything. And he could do it well because he has that kind of talent. And so I admire him. And so when Shuggy got treated like an absolute prince in his live, where he brought him up, let him talk, let him take over and have a conversation, because SB is about his veterans. Shuggy not only sounded like he was in a great place with friends, but he seemed comfortable and was talking comfortably with people. It made me enjoy somebody from Dan's panel, and that's very hard to do. But then later, when the accusation came out that somebody was trying to dox Ray Ray as his co-host, when Dan decided to go on a tirade and talk crap about SV, Shuggy just sat there and said nothing. Now, I'm not saying that SV doesn't have any agency. Hell, I just gave a big example of how he can do things on his own. And he will tell you himself he doesn't need the backup. I'm sure he doesn't. But for me, it's not about that. For me, it's about someone who has treated you right, who has been good to you. And you just allow somebody to trash him in front of you. And instead of saying, hey, you know what, Dan? I disagree with you. I don't like what you're saying. I think you're wrong. I understand that this is your panel, but you know what? I won't stand for what you're saying about SV right now. SV is a stand-up dude, and you should not be saying this about him. If he would have said that, regardless of what happens afterwards, regardless of whether he continues on panels with Dan, regardless of whether Dan just says, well, whatever, Shuggy, right? I would have been okay with Shuggy. Because for me, I don't care what people say about, oh, you know, this is just internet, whatever. Listen, it is internet. It is people that we haven't met or whatever. But you still create connections. You can still have views that are similar to you in the real world, where you can have principles. And as far as I'm concerned, someone talks like that about somebody like SV, and I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say something. Just like bernz, who had a lot of passion for Kfar, was disappointed with him and spoke up when Kfar wasn't doing what he expected of him. Just like I did, just like anybody who criticized Kfar. And so we would ask Shuggy to do the same, but he would dismiss it. Now, SV doesn't feel like it's a big deal. That's fine. That's his prerogative. It's not okay with me. To me, it shows a part of your character where you can't speak out for your friends. I'm not with that. I'm not with people speaking about other people behind their backs, or even more so, making accusations that they don't have receipts for. Hey, Carte Blanche, nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. And so that's why Shuggy, I say, unless you're willing to come up here or go to SBs and address that, I'll never be cool with you, man. I'm never gonna be cool with you, Shugi. I thought it was wrong, and you might say, well, what did I do? What did I do? It's not about what you did, it's about what you didn't do, man. SB treats you so good, and you could have easily just spoke out. You could have easily just said, you know what, Dan, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. And I was waiting for it. I listened to that video. I listened to that live, waiting for you to say something. You stood quiet. And that's just as good as you saying, yeah, Dan, you're right. So that's for you, Shuggy. That's how I feel about you. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with that. It has nothing to do with people questioning your service. It has nothing to do with people questioning Dan's service. It has nothing to do with you being on Dan's panel. It has everything to do with you allowing somebody to trash somebody who treated you like a prince in their life. And I say prince because that's exactly how SB treated you. That's how he treats all of his vets. I admire the guy. If he wanted me to get on his panel just to push buttons and be quiet in the background and help him pull up things, I'd do that. Because I think that he's a good person like that, and I would do things for him, just like people do things for me. And by the way, this is gonna preface things that you're seeing right now. My as you can see, my icon on my audio avatar. This was created by somebody on Discord, a friend of mine. Her name's Amy. She made me this. She made me this avatar. It's beautiful. I love it. So I decided to share it. And Nomad has worked on some beautiful artwork in the background. I'm trying to put it on the banner for myself. I was gonna present it here, but I realized that on this laptop I don't have my personal email, so I can't really pull up those pictures. But I will. I definitely will. I'll definitely either put them on a community post or have them on a thumbnail someday soon because they're beautiful pictures and they're really inspired by what we talked about. So Nomad, thank you so much for that, and thank you, Amy, for this avatar, and thank you, Bernzy, for the intro song that you're still working on. You're an amazing guy. This is how you treat friends, Shuggy. I'm not. I don't believe that you don't know how to, and I don't believe that you don't care. I do believe that you're cynical. I do believe that when it comes to this situation, you feel like giving it attention makes it bigger than what it is. But damn it, that's what we want, Shuggy. We want you to feel some kind of anger because somebody was trashing somebody who treated you well, man. So that is my Shuggy rant as far as that's concerned. I see a lot of people coming in right now. Thank you everybody for showing up. Carte Blanche, Shuggy writes the script and puts in lies that no matter how much they practice, they still get it wrong. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And you know what? This is why, Dan, and just so you know, Dan, this is why your shit will never take off. You're so reliant on things to work a certain way when nothing works like that. You build your channel based on the things you're passionate about. So either you make an edited video that is well edited, well scripted, well put together, you take your time with it, or when you get on a live, you trust that the people you have on there or yourself is capable of keeping people interested. If you can't do that, don't do it. If you need work, go work on it. There are many ways of doing this. You can take an improv class, whatever the fuck, man. This is never going to get you out of it. What's up, Puffy Mummy? GMK, Carte Blanche. How are you? Oh, yes, she is, I believe. Or I think no, I think she's from Australia. Are you serious? Are you sure? Are you sure about that, MST? We should talk about that later because I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you know where to find me, bro. You could easily hit me up. I don't know where you've been. Um, but I have no idea what that's about. Are you sure? Are you sure it's from the Stolen Valor community? Wow, I don't think so. But you're entitled, and I believe you. I don't think you would bullshit about anything. So we'll talk about it later. Or if you want, you can come up and talk about it now. But this this live, or this live in particular, I'm making for highlighting my for highlighting SV's clips. Ah, okay. Well, I would just as a and I know that people do that to you, MST. I know that it's been a target of Ricky Penzone. I know it's a thing that people have done to you in the past. I would say hold off before you jump to conclusions. But that's just me. That's just my advice. You don't have to. Like I said, it's your channel. It's how you see things. So hey, man, I hope that everything works out. You like I said, you know where to reach me, and we can talk about it. Shrimp on Barbie. What I never understood that. Do you guys have Barbies in Australia made out of grills or something? Do you guys grill on Barbie dolls? I hope they don't. I hope they don't, MST. Um, Now let me see here. Because what I was gonna do. Oh, and by the way, if you guys saw the thumbnail, I didn't want to put the whole picture of SV because I think he's gonna use that for a logo or whatever. But that is his that is like one of the concept designs of his of the new merch or stuff that he's gonna be putting out. So that's pretty cool. And I left the description, I left the link of his channel on my description. So if you guys after this want to go check out his stuff, give his clips of you, give his lives of you, go check it out. I recommend you do that. So really, do you mean free as in like you can go to the beaches and somebody's cooking and they just give you food, or are you saying just like the grill, like like you have access to a grill where you can barbecue? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I think we should start saying shrimp at the Barbie in California too. But I don't know. Look at this. It's Danny. Danny from the trifecta of mod this year. I love you, Danny. Thank you for showing up. Um, well, I thought so. I thought so, but it would have been cool if, like, if in Australia you can walk up to any barbecue and just get a shrimp off the Barbie. Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be fucking awesome. A shrimp off the bar. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, carte blanche. I'm sorry I made that joke. It's not funny. It's stupid. Shrimp off the Barbie. It's kind of, so many things there. And by the way, to the people who have been emailing me about the live of Triggered Limey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Remember, guys, if you are feeling any kind of weird feelings, talk to somebody, reach out to somebody. You can reach out to me. It's fine. I'm here for you. But I would say if you are really going through something personal, go to somebody that you care about or that you feel is going to understand you better. Because it's not that I'm not willing to hear it out. It's not that I'm not willing to be here for you. Is that it's better that you talk to somebody who knows you personally, who can expound on the things that you've been through. You would have to give me the story from A to Z, and it can be very exhausting. So I would rather you go to somebody that cares for you. I know that if you guys feel like people don't care about you, just open up. Go to somebody seriously and open up to them. I promise you, they're not going to turn you down. If it's somebody that you have in your life that you talk to a lot and you feel like they don't care, just give them a shot. Go talk to them. And like I said, it's not that I won't listen to you. I'll listen to you. And there's the National Suicide Hotline, 988 on your cell phone. It's that simple. So if you are having any kind of feelings, please go to somebody you care about. Go to somebody who knows your life, so like that you can get to the root of the problem and not have to give me the whole story from A to Z, which is to me no problem, but it's just going to take longer for me to get to the root issue and help you out. And really, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm just a person who's willing to listen. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, if you're really going through something, I'd prefer you seek professional help. Please. That's for all the people that have emailed me. I love you guys. I hope you guys get better in your life. I hope that things work out for you. I really do wish the best for you. And don't get me wrong, I'll be there for you. I will listen. Just try to understand that, I've got things going on and I don't wish to not give it attention. It's just that my attention is very, it's pulled thin. But I love you guys regardless. And I'll try to give you the best advice that I can. But the best advice that I can give anybody and all of you is please seek out professional help if that's what you need. Please do. Okay. Oh, here he is, Nomad. Hey, Nomad. And I'm showing Amy's. Like I said, Amy created this icon for my audio avatar, and I might just change it on my regular avatar on my the ones you guys see in chat. What's up, Walter? But Nomad created this very cool close up of the fire character, and he made a very good. I love the illustration. He put a lot of details. It's very nice. I love it, and I'm going to use it for my banner. For the banner on my YouTube now. I've been having trouble cutting the YouTube banner up so that it fits because it's so precise. But once I figure that out, I'm gonna have that up there. So thank you, Nomad, for that. Those are very beautiful pictures, and I appreciate you 100% for that. Oh, thank you, Carte Blanche. Please, if you're tired, go to sleep, Carte Blanche. Please come and check it out on the replay. I know you've been watching them on the replay, and I love you for that. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. You're very appreciated, my friend. Oh, okay. I understand what you mean by stolen valor community now, MST. I understand what you mean by that. So as you can see, we got your back over here, buddy. We got your back. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Walter. Yeah, this was the audio avatar was made by Amy, Amped Amy, and she might show up later. I'm not sure. She's usually comes into my lives. She's a very nice person. One of the best people I've met so far on the internet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That for sure. That for sure. We've seen that. We've seen that. Thank you, Nomad. Yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you have, GMK. I'm sure you have. Let me see here. So now let me pull up the speed clips. I don't know if he has it on the shorts or the videos. I think he has it on the videos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's posted all these right here. So we'll start off. Should we do them in order? Oh, yeah, we'll do them in order. And for those of you who came in late to the party, which is most of you, because when I started off, I had 0 people. Now I have 12. Just so you guys know, I started this video with a video presentation by Bernz, who had made a video about KFAR. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to show it again towards the end. He did a great job. He highlighted KFAR's unwillingness to address things in the right way and how he really is a drama llama. And again, I have no scruples on talking about it. I really don't, because I tried to let KFAR know, hey man, maybe you should just denounce Wrangler, go to SV's live, and explain how you want nothing to do with this guy. And it's not bending the knee, KFAR. It's not being submissive to SV. It would have showed solidarity that you are with all other vets when it comes to this subject. It would have shown that you actually care more about your integrity than you do about losing subs on your channel. It would have shown that you really don't want anything to do with Wrangler, and that every time he brings up your name, it's not by your doing. See, I didn't tell you to do that for me, man. It's not for me. I didn't give you that advice because I wanted to see this happen. I gave you the advice because I cared about you as a friend, and I thought, you know what? This is going to salvage KFAR's integrity. But to my disappointment, I realized you don't care about that. And that's the truth about it. I'm not speaking out of turn here. Anybody who has seen the way you've acted will tell you you're acting with no integrity. And it's your prerogative. It doesn't make any difference to me. It doesn't help or hurt my channel. It just makes you look bad. That's it. Shut up, rapper. Shut up. If you don't like Danny, then you don't like anything, because Danny's the best, you bastard. Shut up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know, GMK. I heard about you. I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't that? Are you sure it wasn't that?
No fucking veteran with 3 tours of duty would ever allow any of this to happen. They'd whip their fucking dick out and be like, suck this. Here's why I'm a combat vet.
The tide really turned for me when, like, I first went at you, like, why the fuck are you going after him? And you fucking sent me all your shit. You sent me everything except a stool sample. And you were like, if he's a veteran, why can't he do this? And I was like, oh shit, you're right.
Exactly. This is yep, exactly what you're saying. I'm not saying, I mean, we're all yes. This is what veterans do. Don Shipley. This is not just, we just watched the video the other day. Don Shipley's like, why are you bothering me with this? If he will not show a fucking DD-214, he's lying. If you know he's lying, he's lying. Because we know he's lying. He's like, oh, you're waiting for his FOIA request from Yale? He claims fucking law degree from University of Texas. He's like, oh, you're waiting for his FOIA request from Yale? He with this. If he will not show it.
Now, on this first clip, obviously they're talking about, how Wrangler lies and stuff like that. And I made this comment on MST's live a while back ago. And this is because I had gone around to different communities, and not just here on YouTube. I went to Twitter, and I went to a couple of other outside social media communities, and I went to go ask different veterans about their DD-214. And so I made this comment on MST after doing the rounds, and I realized something. The DD-214 is like a dick to these. It's like a dick to 18-year-olds, right? They can't wait to show it to you if they have a big one. Like when you're 18, it's like if you have a big dick, it's like I can't wait to show it because it's amazing to you, right? I'm not saying anything out of term here. It's just the truth. When you're a kid who has a big dong, you're like, oh my God, I was blessed, right? And so you're trying to show it to everybody. And that's exactly how veterans who are proud of their service, who don't like it when people question them, will bring out that they served. They will whip out their DD-214. That's exactly why I think he named this clip. Wait while I whip this out, because that's exactly how you disprove people. You don't beat around the bush, which is another funny term. You don't beat around the bush. You don't play around. You say, "Oh, you're gonna question me? You're saying that I'm not a veteran? Well, bam! Here's my DD-214 right here. Look at my dick. It's right here. It's on the table. There it is. Look here. Check it out. You know what I mean? It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't get this, like, well, he showed his VA letter. He showed me his VA letter, or it shows that he went to basic training. Basic training isn't being in the military. Again, I give the example of people going to try out for a football team. You can go try out for the 49ers and be in their training facility, train with them, and then go try out for the team, but then get cut. It doesn't mean you're a 49er. It doesn't mean that you play for the NFL. It means you tried out and you didn't make it. Now, both people would say the experience is enough. That's enough to talk about. Hell, if I tried out for the military, which I didn't, but I would have. I probably would have if I wasn't thinking about football. I probably would have. If I would have gone to train for the military or whatever, and if I didn't make it, my story would be I didn't make it. That's the story to fucking tell. I mean, I get it. It's a story of failure, but why do you run away from your failures? Why are you so ashamed of yourself, Wrangler? Why are you so ashamed of your fucking failures? If the failures are the things that made you, why do you run from them? Why do you try to hide them? Is it because they don't get you money? Is it because you don't have the ability to make something that's a story about failure into something fun? You have to be this wannabe G.I. Joe combat warrior? Is that why? You guys. I love you guys. The chat is not even about what I'm talking about. Okay, you have to, if you're listening to this later and you didn't catch my live, some of these chats I'm not gonna put up because you guys need to come to the live to check out these chats. This is funny. What they're talking about right now in the chat is fucking hilarious. You guys are funny. Walter, carte blanche. You guys are distracting the shit out of me right now. That's funny. So I'm gonna replay that part because I love what SV says right here about Don Shipley, and Don Shipley said it right. Why the fuck are we? Why are we trying to disprove a lie? Why doesn't he prove his claim? Is the question, right? It goes to how everybody acts with me and with people like Bernzy, with people like MST, with people like Shiz, who create stuff to refute a claim. It's reactionary. It's reactionary. We're reacting to the claim. We didn't make the claim. Therefore, we shouldn't have to disprove a thing. You should have to prove your claim.
Show a fucking DD-214. He's lying. If you know he's lying, he's lying. Because we know he's lying. He's like, oh, you're waiting for his FOIA request from Yale? He claims fucking law degree from University of Texas. We showed the fucking database. We looked it up. It's open source. And literally anybody, any of...
Exactly what SB said. So now, let me back here. I love this stuff. Okay, so we're gonna check out the next video clip. Okay, this is gonna be a... Okay, so This is one of the ones where I guess he's just gonna run the clip and show the text or whatever. So this is Kimmy Dunn. I don't know who she's talking to. I think she's probably talking to Shiz, and this is a text message from Kimmy Dunn to Shiz. Says he didn't say his name was Bill, but that I could call him Bill. That he started this channel because of his friend, and that why he went by Michael Kaiser, because I had remember him seeing the name Michael Kaiser in chats, and he would speak to me unless he just don't want me to know his real name. So I guess this is proving that Kimmy was being lied to about his real name from the start, and he was so disingenuous. The emails, and oh my gosh, I wish that I could just pull up those emails. It's just my email got bombarded, and I try to look for it in the searches, but he sent me so many stupid emails about going live that I can't find the original emails where he was like telling me like, hey buddy, could you take my name off? I see that you put Michael Kaiser, and I don't want nobody to know my name, especially not Georgia Transparency, and I don't know what. But yeah, he was bullshitting about his name from the jump because he didn't want people to look him up, because he didn't want people to suss out that he wasn't a real combat veteran. Conspiracy music. What's up, buddy? Jam and Jet. What's up, buddy? Okay. Okay, so did I miss a text in here? It says that's my fault that I'm so vulnerable like I am. That's how my husband cheated on me for almost 2 years, because people were telling me, but I wouldn't believe them. So it's okay. I'm sorry I asked you. Said that she will tell you, but please let it be a different night. Text her tomorrow. She said you can ask her anything, but I will say he is not who he portrays himself to be. Very telling. So obviously, whoever Kimmy Dawn is talking to here, they are advising her to find out more. And Kimmy should have found out more. But there's something here that tells me a lot about Kimmy. Okay. We know the history of Kimmy and what she has done out there, sending nudes to people and stuff like that. My husband cheated on me for almost 2 years is not a statement to me that makes it sound like her husband was the cheater. It makes me believe that she was the cheater. I say this because I was cheated on when I was younger. And I didn't know how long the person who cheated on me was cheating on me. She might have been cheating on me the whole time we were together. I don't know. I do know that I clocked the event when I caught her cheating and who she was cheating with. And I know that they did it for maybe a couple of weeks. But because I had traced all the information that was given to me, plus the text messages that she was getting from this guy, and that's how I sussed that out. But I would never say that she was cheating on me the whole time we were together, because I don't know. To me, that seems like something that you're clocking on yourself, Kimmy. When you say your husband was cheating on you for almost 2 years and you didn't do nothing about it, I doubt that it was him that was doing the cheating. I think you were clocking your own time. I think you were cheating on your husband for almost 2 years. Now, this is just my opinion based on what you say. This is based on my opinion on being cheated on and other people that I've talked to who get cheated on. Because they don't sit there and say things like, oh, I was cheated on for 5 years. How do you know you were cheated on for 5 years? Unless you got the actual receipts that you were cheated on for 5 years. But that's not how usually people talk. They usually say, oh, it was this event. It was this person. My husband cheated on me with this person for so many years. And I figured it out after I realized that they were going to the, policeman's ball, every year or whatever. I don't know. But it just seems like, how did you clock that time? I mean, how would you clock that time? I don't know. It just seems sus to me. Okay. I think that's why I'm just so hurt over a man I don't know. It's like getting hurt in less than 9 months. Okay, I'm starting to be silly again, so I'm going to stop. Thanks again. Um, there's nothing silly with falling in love. There's nothing silly about liking somebody. You can like people. It's all right. You can be vulnerable and say that. I don't see. I don't see why. I don't see anything wrong with this right now. Okay, I'm crying and I don't know why. She really hurt. She's really hurt by Wrangler. I don't even know this man that good. Me too. I'm sorry if I ruined your night. I thought I found someone, not a rebound, but just someone. No, you didn't. When the fuck was this? Okay, I don't know the context of this conversation, but obviously the Wrangler had done something to piss her off or something. Okay, he is free to tell whoever he is free to tell whoever whatever he wants. Sorry, I asked you to tell me, but I will say that he is not Michael. His daughter's name, he told us, is not his daughter's name. That wasn't right of me to do. No, it's okay. Well, I was told his daughter's name was Ashley, not by him, but others. What? Okay, look, I don't know what's up with the Kimmy stuff. Like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on here, but I am like fucking like not getting this shit at all. Kimmy, you're fucking nuts. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You're over here like supposedly liking somebody that you don't even know. This is weird. This is just straight up weird. Like, look, I'm not gonna mince things here. Okay, like fuck, like you can fall in love with people online. You can have a lot of admiration and care for somebody online. That's not weird. That's not the weird part. The weird part is getting somebody who's giving you information about somebody who's not acting the way they're supposed to be acting, and you not going to the source of that information and asking them directly and finding out for yourself. Being vulnerable to other people, and yet the person that you say that you care about, you don't go and ask these questions and suss it out for yourself. It seems to me that you didn't want to know the truth, Kimmy. This is what I get from this, is that you didn't want to know the truth because you were okay with it. You were okay with all of it from the beginning. That's all this tells me. I'm not gonna go on with this because SB, your videos are great. They're better when you're on them. Hey, Stanley, how's it going, buddy? Somebody rocking, knocking them boots. I like that shit. Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely. I got you, buddy. So Stanley promised me that he would come up. So I'm gonna leave an invite for you, Stanley, and hopefully you join me. But if you can't, it's fine. MST, you're welcome to the link as well. Jam and Jed, you stay the fuck over there. Bernz, what's up, buddy? Oh, God, no, don't stop. Shut up. I give you guys food. Yeah, I gave you guys attention. You guys are being selfish. Leave me alone. My dogs, I can't. My dogs would just not leave me alone. Oops, whoops, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so let's play the next video.
It was made pretty clear to me that don't lose this. It was the equivalent of your birth certificate. So it's pretty easy to do. And then I believe
Wild, WYLD, Wild CBD. Those drinks are great. People have been talking about they make really good gummies too.
correct me if I'm wrong.
But yeah, you could just do, if you just do Wild CBD, just Google it. They got a whole website, you can shop them online and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You said it was in storage somewhere.
Later, Spider.
Yes, it's in storage in Alabama. I haven't lost it. I tried to print it out, and I tried to print out on my damn award letter from the VA, and I couldn't do it.
Oh.
So I went to the VA, and they told me I had to go to the federal building. I went to the federal building. I got the award letter. I put it up several times.
Was that the end of that video? Oh, I wasn't hot. I wasn't even. I'm sorry about that, guys. But you guys heard him. He's full of shit. That's just another one of those full of shit claims. He went to get the award letter or whatever the fuck. That award letter is just so much bullshit, right? That award letter is just so much bullshit. It's like, that's not proof. That's not proof of your military service, sir. That is proof that you got disability for a short period amount of time. It doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't mean anything. What the hell does that mean? It means that you got hurt. It proves the claims that you went to basic training and you got yourself hurt. That's what it proves. It doesn't prove that you were in combat. It doesn't prove your RPG story. It doesn't prove none of the bullshit lies about you being in drug suppression and all that other fucking idiocy. It doesn't prove anything. It only proves that you can go to fucking Kinko's. Yeah, I said Kinko's. And scan a document or reprint something. Like, what the fuck, man?
It's funny that it's Dan that's claiming somebody else's stolen valor. Shuggy, buddy. You know what I mean? But like, Dan of all people is like, I think he's stolen valor, right? Because people like them need to point the finger at other people, right? To take the light away from their bullshit. Dan. But so then I actually came out because I don't like Dan. So I came out and defended. I asked Shiz, hey, what's the deal with this Wrangler dude? And she's like, well, he showed a VA card. By all accounts, it looks like he was in the military. I don't know. He said some things. I'm like, huh, all right. And then I went on and made a video actually defending the guy. I said, man, if he was in that era, that's an era. Because look at Jeff Appleby, who on here. Oh, I forgot I was going to play the video. Jeff Appleby on here. Basically, Wrangler. They don't know each other or anything, but Wrangler basically took his career.
Yeah, and again, that's more proof. And I'm talking to you, Shuggy. That's more proof that Stone Vet is about his vets. Stone Vet is about the people that he cares about the most, and that's military veterans. He cares about military veterans. He loves being a military veteran, and he cares about them, and he treats them like princesses when they come to his life. And I don't mean that in any kind of disparaging way. When I say he treats them like a prince, I mean that he gives them the red carpet. He opens up everything for them. He lets them on panel. That makes me really jealous, by the way, when he puts them on panel. I'm like, what the fuck, SV? What the fuck do I gotta do to get you to get me on panel, man? It irks me off to hell. What's up, Bernzy?
Not much. Thought I'd give you some company.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Danny doesn't want to be up there with me. He's like, fuck you, Jerry. You stay the fuck up there. Shut, bitch. It's okay though, I get it. But this whole thing about Wrangler, with this whole situation about trying to prove himself and this and that, it's like SV was willing to fight for him before he even knew any of the stolen valor allegations. It just goes to show you that SV didn't target this guy. He didn't like a. All right, Stanley. All right. Okay. Okay. I didn't mean what I said, Stanley. You're a good guy. um. It goes to show that SV didn't go out seeking for this guy and like, hey, look at this guy with a big channel. I'm gonna go after him. No, he didn't. He actually thought about him as a combat vet at first and was like, hey, let me figure this guy out. And came to him very politely and asked what's going on with them. Now, when I say politely, I mean like a veteran would go to another veteran, because obviously SV knows his veterans. SV knows how to talk to veterans, and he expects a certain type of back and forth when it comes to. But just like me, when I go to the hood, when I go to my hood, when I go to East LA, when I go to anywhere where I've grown up, there's a certain way that people talk to each other that I'm gonna expect when I talk to people from that area. So I might, I might say things that don't sound like, the proper etiquette to when you're speaking to somebody. But for East LA, that's the proper etiquette. And when it comes to veteran, when it comes to veterans, there's a proper etiquette on how to ask things. And so I believe that SV came at him in good faith and asked him, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?" And Wrangler gave him the runaround. This is the same exact shit that happened with Will. I asked him straight up about things. I wanted to get his straight up answers, and he wanted to give me the runaround. That's what bullshitters do. That's what people who lie do. They never give you a straight answer. They always want to give you the runaround. They want to take you around the world to get across the street.
As they're hiding their lies, is what it is.
Exactly.
I knew Wrangler was full of shit from the first time I heard him. I've never been in the military.
Well,
I've been around it, grew up in it, had a lot of friends in it. I know how vets talk, combat vets talk. And the way
Right.
Wrangler talks is no, and Stolen Vet's right. You always ask. You don't go out your way and say Stolen Valor right away. You always ask questions. Hey, what unit were you in? Where were you stationed? Did you deploy? What years? You ask all those questions, then you'll get the real picture.
Right. And let me just say right now, I'd like to apologize to some of the people that I haven't been able to get the streams of basic, military information out. It's been very difficult to hunker down and hammer down some vets to do that kind of stuff. And my whole thing was to start off with SV, but as that dream slowly dies, that I will ever have him on my stream or on my channel, I will try to get somebody else up here to help me out with that. One of the veterans, hopefully maybe Stanley.
Jet is veteran.
Jammin' Jet is Navy. That's not fun.
He's a veteran. He's more of a veteran than KFAR is.
The drama
Sorry,
himself.
they probably did the same job, but he's probably I don't. KFAR is just a hypocrite. Sorry, he kind of see that kind of stuff that I do. With
Thank you, Mac.
Ooh, what is this?
Go ahead. No, I'm replaying a lot of SV's videos, so go ahead. Just go ahead.
No, I'm just saying with KFAR, he decided he started going down that Wrangler route where he deletes comments and stuff to make himself look good, because he started doing that when I left some comments in his community post, and he just got mad and started deleting my comments, and I was like, well, even the comment I made about him acting like fraud at Wrangler,
Yeah. Well, you see, that's what these guys like to live in revisionist history. Everybody does this. Like,
so my thing is with my video, the video I made, it shows what kind of hypocrite he really is. So he's a major hypocrite because, he sits there and in the video, one video I was looking at and getting clips from, I don't know if that was the video that has there. It says K-Fire always right underneath it. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah, no.
You're that much of a douche to put always right underneath your name?
Yeah, no, yeah, Mister, I'm here to correct people.
Yeah, I'm
I'm,
here
I'm,
to
I'm
correct people. I'm not here to have conversations or discuss my opinion on the situation. I'm here to correct people.
like,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, he's really like shown his true colors like
Well,
lately.
Fraud Wrangler says the same thing. Kaiser says the same thing. I'm here to correct people, have a good time, make fun of stupid, and blah, 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 blah. That's the way Wrangler talks too. So they're both of the same cloth.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to say things like, "Oh, I'm here to make fun of stupid," when you don't recognize stupid. When you don't
Yeah.
recognize stupid in yourself, then you can't make fun of stupid because you're on the same level. It's like,
Hey,
how can you go ahead?
he called me a failed rock star. I'm taking that title and I'm running with it.
Oh, I love it. At the end of your video, production by a failed rock star,
Yeah,
I
a
was
failed rock
dying.
star production. Yeah.
Yeah,
It says in the,
I was on the floor, man. I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning and I wasn't even like I wasn't even trying to look at like YouTube stuff yet because I think I got like 10 emails from people who were just telling me about the whole Trigger Limey live or whatever. Just like just and I was all like, man, this shit's like really dragging me down. So I was like, you know what? I gotta get out of this mode. So I seen that you had posted on my Discord about the video. So I go click on it, and dude, that shit brightened up my day so fast,
oh,
man. I was dying. I was laughing. I was on the floor. And I'm gonna show it again. I'm gonna show it again. I showed it at the start of this live, and I'm gonna show it again at the end because it's awesome. It's an awesome video
oh,
clip, man.
thanks.
You did a great job
I
on
threw
it.
it together really, really quick because I wanted
Did
to get it
you,
out there. Yeah, it took me
Bernsey?
about an hour and a half to put it together.
Bernsey, you are talented, my friend. You are
Uh,
very, very talented. You're very talented on creative videos. You're very talented on music creation. I love the intro song. I have been shopping it to a couple of people to make clips for me, and they have told me that they will do that for me.
awesome.
So once I get those clips together, I'll send them to you so you can go ahead and put the little
Cool.
voiceover tracks or whatever. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, dude, I appreciate that, man, and I
Oh, it's
appreciate
no
all the
problem.
people. I appreciate everybody who's been very creative in this endeavor because like I said, if you've seen my new audio avatar, I don't know if you saw it. My audio avatar,
I like that's cool.
yeah, this one was created by Amy, by Amped Amy, and she's also an Aussie, by the way, carte blanche, and she made this for me because she just thought I was cool, and I think it's cool. I love it. I like it, and so did Nomad. Nomad did some really nice artwork, and I can't wait to share that with everybody. Which, by the way, which reminds me of something. If you guys remember the Wrangler, and before I continue with the Stone Vet stuff, because Stone Vet is awesome, but you remember in the last live, Wrangler said that he was going to put a community post out of JJ's furniture that he was selling, right? And that a lot of people got this furniture, and they sent him hundreds of emails with pictures of people with nice furniture and this and that. And he said he was
Yeah.
going to make a community post. Now, it's been about 2 days, about 48 hours since he said he was going to do this. So let's see if he has.
Well, the thing is with that wood shop is actually a program where they do build stuff for the community to sell, so that way the jail can make money to alleviate the tax burden on the jail. Because I went and researched it, but I don't think they ship out of state though.
Yeah, and no, and it's not a, to me it's not about the actual, wood shop and what they do for the wood shop. To me, it's not about that at all. To me, it's about showing Frauded Wrangler's bullshit because he says he's gonna do things and he says these things out there to make his audience feel like, oh, look at this great guy. But they never actually see what he does. They're just like they're going off of his word. And it's just another way to prove his lies. Now, he said this on the live 2 days ago. He said he would put up all the emails that he got of people who had furniture from JJ and all the support he was getting and this and that. Well, look at this. His latest community post was 2 days ago. It's about Tiffany and Chris, as usual. But look, not
I
a
know.
community. There's not a community post about
But
furniture here.
I've been digging about JJ, and there's a lot of people that don't like that guy. And he's been in that position for 10 years, dude.
Dude, I believe me, I've been doing my research on the guy too, and I agree with you 100%. But this is just another provable fact of Wrangler's lies, because he said he was going to put out a community post because hundreds of people sent him emails of furniture and little doilies and stuff like that they got from the prison, from the wood shop thing. And look at this, 2 days later and nothing.
Yeah.
2 days later and nothing. You know why? Because Wrangler doesn't do anything that he says. He is a liar. He is a proven liar. And 48 hours after he made the promise that he would put this stuff out, he hasn't done it. And nobody in his camp is going to question him or say anything about it. Why? Because they'll be thrown on their ass if they do.
Yeah, I know.
They'll be
That's
kicked
the way
out
they
if they
work.
do.
And Kavar is heading down that road too, along with Will. They all do that.
I'll be. Stanley, what's up, buddy?
Oh shit!
It's Stanley, my brother in
Fuck you.
arms.
I'm only here for a minute. I can't be here very long.
What's
Fuck
up,
you.
man? Hey, thanks for showing up, bro. Oh, would you stop?
Fuck y'all.
Fuck you. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Jerry. Nah, Stanley, you're awesome, bro. I heard you on MSG and I was just like Jam and Jet, bro. When I heard your voice for the first time, I was like, this completely changes everything. This changes everything in the way I see the way you write, in the things that you put down. You know, because there's a certain and I'll be extremely honest with you, bro. I expected you to have a very deep voice, a lot deeper than what I expected. So I am like completely shocked by how you sound, but I love your story, man. I like the stuff that you talk about. You're a good cat, man, for real. Like I mean that.
I just, while I was sitting there eating lunch, I had an epiphany. Fucking Kaiser on his Facebook page has the 82nd patch, right? The unit patch.
Yeah.
The motherfucker was never in the active army. That
Oh, he still
motherfucker
has it?
projects so fucking hard. All right. The 82nd Airborne is nothing but active army. There is no reserve unit 82nd Airborne. All right. There's reserve airborne units, but not 82nd Airborne reserve units, right? I was like, what the fuck? And here's the thing about the Army is like, everybody knows what unit you're in, right? Anybody can say 82nd Airborne, right? But
Right.
that's not a unit. That's a brigade. That's a battalion. That's not a unit, all right? That's because you're wearing the 82nd Airborne patch doesn't mean you're necessarily 82nd Airborne, right? You know, like for instance, I was third artillery in Fort Sill. Doesn't mean I was artillery. I was in Bravo Company, 62nd Engineers out of Fort Hood. Okay, any vet worth their salt will tell you exactly what unit they were with, not what brigade or what battalion or what TRADOC they were with. Okay, just take that with a grain of salt.
Dude, I appreciate that you say that because that reminds me of the conversation I had with Tats about what a battalion is, what a brigade is, and all that stuff.
All the way down to the company.
All the
You're
way
at
down
the
to the
company. A soldier is at a company level. Okay.
I got you. And so, and you say you were artillery. So, did you see my live with Georgia Transparency? How he was talking about the different, type of charges that they would use and all that stuff.
Oh no, I was assigned to 3rd Artillery. I was not artillery. I was an engineer.
Okay,
I got I got to dig holes. That was my main purpose, was to go and dig
Oh
holes.
shit!
All right, let's break it down Barney style. All right, mansplaining. My
Damn.
job was to dig a fucking hole. Now, with that being said, I got to play with some really cool machinery and dug a really big hole. How's that sound?
So you were just a kid in a sandbox, huh, Stanley?
Yes, I played in a lot of sandboxes.
That's fucking awesome, dude. But you see what I mean, like, and so everybody understands. It's like, you see what I mean, that everything is a story. Like, like if you really don't run away and are ashamed of your life, everything can be a story. Even your failures, even the things that don't seem like they can be, like, something that's people are interested in. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that you had that kind of experience in the military. I think more and more people should talk about these experiences in their military to show, like, it's not all guns and glory, right? It's not all
it's
just.
not. That's the thing. It's listen to Kaiser. It's all pew pews and bang bangs, and it's not. And being an MP, it's not. Okay.
No.
Granted, I was in pre 9/11. Okay, but we all get to train with MP units, and they got three basic responsibilities on post. All right, if they're not in the field, they're pulling guard duty. At the gate. If they're not at the gate, they're doing roving patrols to give people fucking tickets. That's what an MP does. Okay, there's other shit that happens, but that's in a nutshell what an MP does. All right. Any other, Blue Bacon could tell you otherwise because he was super secret squirrel bullshit. But that's what an MP does. All right.
Well, and I think the reason why people would gravitate towards an MP is because, and this is my opinion on why somebody like Kaiser, who lies about his shit, will go to MP. Because if you look at all the movies, if a guy's not a regular soldier, there's the MPs, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's such.
But the MPs get shit on by soldiers.
Well, because we hate them. These are the assholes
all the
who give
time,
everybody
dude.
tickets,
It's funny.
It's always a private. It's like, they come out of AIT. It's like a rookie cop. They come
Yep.
out and buy the book. Oh, I'm going to give him that E7 a 1-2 because he was speeding. I've seen it.
And that's, to me, I think that's the reason why everybody who lies about the military, because all they do is watch movies. You see movies like A Few Good Men, right? You see movies like, out there where the soldier does something wrong, and who's the only other like school or unit that they put out there? It's the MP. You always see the guy come out with the helmet that says MP, with the strap around his fucking arm that says MP, right? So I think that's why Kaiser gravitated towards saying that, because he was like, oh, if I say MP, then I'm going to seem like I have more authority and I can speak on frauditor issues because I've got this police experience, quote unquote, right? The only criminal experience he has is his own criminal history that, of course,
but but the thing he talks about is being infantry, which he's a dumbass. He talks infantry and then talks about being an MP and yeah, right. No, he's trying to he puts his foot in anything that makes him look good, and none of it does. He's just nothing a bullshitter. I mean, I smelled his bullshit from the first time I heard him back in the summertime last summer.
And that's the thing
about the Army.
With the infantry, what people don't realize is their job is field or prepping for the field. That's their job.
Yep.
All right. That's what an infantry does. There is no, I'm gonna go cross train with the other units. No, they're either in the fucking field
or they're cleaning equipment.
Go back into the field. That's it. That's what infantry does.
And my dad was in my dad was Signal, and he was in E Company 67th, which means one company out of the whole unit was in Germany. And there was in Northern Germany, and Northern Germany at the time had 2nd Armored Division Forward. So when 2nd Armored Division Forward would go out to field problems, they have to have a single company attached to them. So my dad was in the field 9 to 10 months out of the year for 3 years.
Yeah.
because he was the only company. So my dad used to say, "Well, I guess I'm going camping. See you in a few months."
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the if you're not like when I was in again it was prior to 9/11, you know, we played war games for
Yep.
lack of better terminology as war games. We're going out to the field and we got people shooting blanks at us and we're shooting back and you know it's scenarios because you can't like play pretend war when war hits. You see what I'm saying? For you
Yeah.
gotta train like you're
Okay.
at war before war hits, right?
Right. Yeah. You have to
It's
be
like
prepared.
Reforger in West Germany at the time, where September, October, and Reforgers return to forces to Germany, where they bring a lot of troops from the U.S. fly, like wartime to scare off the Soviets. So, Reforger, all of West Germany became like a battlefield,
Well, that's
a training battlefield. What it was. I mean,
Korea.
now
Korea
it's
does the same thing. They do foil eagle, and I think it's twice a year. It's where they'll take a brigade from the states and bring them into Busan, and
yeah.
it's a month long where they go up MSR1, where everybody gets refueled, rewatered,
Yep.
play war games for a week or two, and then convoy back.
And
You know,
the funny thing is they'll tear up civilian farm fields and stuff like that, and the U.S. government would pay for it. I mean,
oh
that's what
yeah,
they did in Germany. I
same
mean,
thing
I
in
I, I
Korea.
guess they would do that where you were at too.
Yeah, Korea was the
Dude,
same way.
dude, it's funny. That's crazy that you said Busan after Scotto makes the comment about it being horror games. I want to be I want to be in the war for Busan and horror games. That's all I gotta
The
say.
Pusan Horror Games.
See that's the worst part about my phone. I can't really see the chat, so
Oh, you're
Scotto!
good. You're good,
Yeah,
buddy.
Scotto's the man.
No, and
Scotto's
that's
the
the
man.
thing. It's
Scotto's where I
like,
got that Kfar llama from. That picture I had in my video. That came from Scotto. I forgot to give him credit, which I want to
Oh
change.
no, oh no, Burns! How dare you?
I know.
you know,
I gotta give Scotto I gotta give Scotto credit for a lot of stuff, man. He's an awesome dude.
and
Yeah,
like
he is.
you get into Korea and they'll tell you, as soon as you land into Seoul, they'll tell you you're a speed bump. You're just there to slow North Korea down. You're not there to win a fight. You're just there to slow them down.
That was the same with the U.S. forces in West Germany, where they were supposed to slow down the Soviets coming through the Fulda Gap, where they
Yeah,
expected them, because that's where
there's
First
not
Cav
enough
was.
manpower. There's
Yeah,
not enough bullets. Let's put it that way. There's not enough
yeah.
bullets to take down an army on the Korean Peninsula. There's no
No.
fucking way.
You know what my grandfather said about the Korean War? He said the first wave of Chinese that came down to attack them had no weapons, and their main goal was they had swords, and their main goal was to make the Americans and the Allied forces run out of bullets.
Yeah.
So the next wave would come down, and they would just slaughter, whoever was there, whoever would be left with no ammo. That's
Well,
what my
when I
grandfather
was in
told me.
Korea, that's what we got taught.
Yeah.
Strategically, is they would take a main force unit and just wave after wave, and you're preoccupied while this little slide, offshoot unit would sneak around the back.
Yeah.
That's what they did. I got there in December of '96,
Ooh, freezing
and
cold.
in October of '96, the North Koreans had sent a plastic submarine and got tangled up outside of Korea in a shipping
wow.
net. You can Google it. They're sneaky little bastards. They had under the DMZ in the '70s had tunnels. They, the
Yep.
car. Jerry, your cartel buddies could take lessons from the North Koreans. They have a tunnel under the DMZ that they can march a unit through, not just like crawl across. No, they were marching a unit across underneath the DMV.
I don't know, man. Hey, don't forget, my peoples created a tunnel to the jail cell where one Mr. Chapo was being held and took him out and rode him out. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the Koreans could take a little tunnel lessons from our group over here, but I don't know.
That goes to show you, like, the North Koreans are like James Bond supervillain. They're that sneaky, that just methodical. They actually kidnapped a bunch of South
Yep.
Koreans and Japanese just for translating.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
It is, but that's the thing is that, like, again, and this revisionist history that we like to have about our enemies and stuff like that, especially nowadays, where people talk about things like, and I don't want to be controversial here or whatever, but you talk about the stuff that happened on October 7th, right? And it's like everybody wants to be so controversial, but it's like the people who are doing this stuff, who are starting this stuff, aren't like these innocent people that are just like, hey, they're not doing nothing, they're innocent, you know what I mean? It's like it's obvious that they have intentions, and they have cruel ones at that. And it's like we got to stop having this revisionist history that everything was hunky-dory, and that the United States wasn't doing something that people wouldn't agree on today if they knew what was going on. We just keep having these like, oh, maybe things weren't that bad, or we were looking at it through a different lens. It's like, look, if we weren't there, probably worse shit would have happened. Probably. You know what I mean? I don't know. But, we know for a fact that there was bad people there. And we know that for a fact that they fought without scruples. Like Geneva Convention, my ass, right? That's pretty much how they acted. So I don't know. I think that a lot of people don't give credit to America for being the way it is. I think that we should just pull out of places just so we can show people how things would actually be. But go ahead.
What? I hear that all the time. It's like, we should stay home. And I agree with them. Some place we should stay home. But like Korea, for example, if we were to pull out, that economy would crash.
Yep.
All right. If North Korea invaded South Korea, that economy would crash. You have to look at, it's a global world now. You know what I'm saying? It's a global economy where everybody is relying on somebody else.
Yep.
And wherever we pull out, somebody will pull in.
Yep. Yeah. That's the thing, like right now, why we're coming back into the Philippines after 20, 30 years of being shunned out of the Philippines is because of the South China Sea. China's encroaching on a lot of different small islands. So guess what? Well, we got to get a bigger buddy to come in and help out. It's what it is.
Right.
Now, I believe, isn't it China that's in the Panama Canal now?
It could be. I have no idea. That's out of my geopolitical.
They say we gave the Panama Canal back to the Panamanians. The Panamanians never had it before we were there. It was Colombia. And Panama was a created country by the United States.
Well, it's because there's a bunch of Panamaniacs in there.
How about
Panamanian people are great, man. I love the Panamanian people. My daughter's Panamanian.
I've heard some good stories about Panama. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I've heard some very good stories about Panama.
I have a 40-year-old daughter who's Panamanian.
Are you being serious, Jet?
Yeah, Jet. It's serious.
Jet serious? I like that.
Yeah. No, I do. I have a 40-year-old daughter. She's wonderful. She lives down in Tennessee.
Is she married?
Yeah, married and 3 kids.
Jesus, Gary, that's not a dating site.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, dude. Man.
I'm just making small talk. Can I make small talk?
That sounds more like pretty big talk. Come on.
I was just asking, just trying to make small talk with. Fine. You know what? I won't ask any more questions. Fine.
Hey, just keep your west side off my east side, all right?
Look at here, East Coast. What we do around here is the West, y'all. What's West, y'all?
Hey, Jack, is your grandkids, are they in their 20s yet? Are they single?
Oh, would you stop? Oh my God! That's awesome. I didn't mean it like that. Oh my God!
I'm really offended by Jerry. He's just like,
oh my God! And that's what I get for opening my big mouth. That's what I get from.
You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to make a phone call to a few friends, and they're gonna have to come visit you. Okay?
No. Please.
I know a guy.
Game over. Now you're gonna find out the real. Now you're gonna find out the real deal.
when you guys the next live stream, all you guys are gonna see is a bunch of fish market fishes, just like and you guys are gonna be like, what's going on? It's like it's a message. It means Jerry sleeps with the fishes.
Sleeping with the fish.
Now, let's check out. Hang on, I'm going to put up another one of these clips by SV. Which, by the way, I want to go around the table before I put the clip of.
Oh, now you're gonna ask? Are you gonna ask them about their daughters now, or what? Is that why you're going around the table?
Listen, Jet.
You started this. I came up here and I was really polite and courteous.
Jerry just starts hitting on your daughter.
I know, and then you're like,
fuck it.
He's jumping my daughter's bones, and he don't even know her.
I just made small talking smart. It's like asking what the weather is.
Hey, Jet, you mind if I call you Daddy?
Hey, Jet. Hey, Jet, you mind if we become in-laws? Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Can I move into your garage and set up a YouTube studio?
Already have somebody living down there.
Can I quit my job and move in and set up a YouTube channel? 11,000 subscribers.
Oh my God!
My doors are always open, as long as there's a bedroom.
Okay,
right,
Daddy. I'm sorry.
And with that said, I got to bounce because I'm about out of power. So I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
All right, Daddy. Thank you so much for showing up, buddy. You're awesome. That was awesome. That's like, dude. That's a callback right there. That was great. That was a great joke, Daddy. I love that. Thank you, man, for setting that up too, Jet. Sorry, but let's play. I'm gonna play another one of these clips from SV. Again, SV's description or his channel is gonna be on my description. I should say the channel link is gonna be on my description. So if you guys want to check these clips out now, these are clips out of his live show. His live show is the best. I will promote it now. And what I was gonna say, I was gonna go around the table and ask everybody, how do you guys like SV's live shows, because we're all there. We all usually watch them from beginning to end. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion as far as this live show is concerned, and whether you guys think it's worth just going out to check it out, even if you've never heard of Kaiser, even if you're not privy to any of this information. Now that he's got the clips out, you can kind of get an idea of what he's talking about when you're there. But how do you feel? How do you guys feel about SV and his lives?
I believe there's a purpose. It's focused as again, Stone Vet is who he is, and I think that the focus is getting the Stone Valor, and once that's managed, he'll move on to another target. So it as much as he's not focused, there is a focus, and
very well said, Jay. Bernsey, how do you feel about Stone Vet's lives?
Oh, I like him. I liked it. I liked his videos before he popped. I mean, I was going back to my history of what I watched of his, and I started watching him around this time last year. So I liked his videos, and I think the first live I joined was about, I think it's during the summer when he just started doing them, and before he started popping off on Wrangler. I think there was some other type of live he was doing. I really liked it. So, and I even like his lives with when he hangs out with his friends. It makes me miss, because like I said, grew up in the military. I worked for the military. It makes me miss being around military people, because with military people, the way Stone Vet acts is the way
it is.
Group of soldiers is you cut each other down, you make fun of each other. It's not vicious. It's funny as hell. Especially when you go out drinking, it's a great time.
And I think too,
gets
it's
butthurt about the jokes.
One thing that I like about Stone Vet, which reminds me of my friends from the military, is that we can make fun of ourselves. Those are guys that are really healthy. Guys that can't.
That's where I get that from. That's why
I had friends in the military where they weren't good people to play a joke on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they would beat the hell out of you right there in front of everybody. Yep. I mean, I've seen a guy. I mean, helmets going places and boots. I mean, they were just flinging around the shop. And like, well, how do you stop it? Well, let them. When they're tired, they'll finish. And because the guy, the the second class says, "Hey, go roll those fire hoses." And he goes, oh, "Fuck that, you do it." And he just fucking beat the hell out of him. And when he was done, he went and rolled up the hoses. And but that's how it was.
You know how you know when you encounter somebody, and it could be for a civilian workplace too, that when somebody's having a good day, that you just don't mess with them.
Yeah, there's some people they have a zero tolerance.
Thank you for stopping by, Carte Blanche. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you'll catch the rest of this later. But you go to sleep now. Have a good night.
Yeah, it's just I got videos of me. I was in a band with 3 other military guys, and I got videos of us just. Man, you would think if you watch that video, you would think that we hated each other the way we cut each other down, but you could tell we were laughing at the jokes. The crap that I was being called, I would laugh because they were so good. It's just the jokes were so good.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, there are things that resonate with me as far as like when I saw SV's live and I would see him, like interact with the chat and everything. It resonated a lot with me because I grew up with brothers, like I've said before. I've had brothers growing up, so we've done the same thing. That's how we get at each other. And also, I like being in different sports teams and playing, like just being around men, like guys, like you just there's just a way that you interact with men that it resonates with me when it comes to the military. And I understand some aspects of it because I've been there where, like you're out there with your boys, right? You're out there, like hanging out and having fun.
Yeah, so one guy used to hang out with was Joey Half a Dollar. We call him Joey Half a Dollar. What?
No, it's just the nicknames, dude. The nicknames always get to me, but go ahead.
No, Joey Half a Dollar because he had alligator arms. Like when it was time for the bill, he couldn't reach. So oh shit! Here comes Joey Half a Dollar. Who's got his bill?
Yeah, but to me, it's like Jerry. Me and you we don't know that camaraderie that military members, people in the military have with each other because they train together. They train on a mission together where they can go off and end up dying. So. They have that special bond that.
But even if they're not in, it's always a intense environment.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're not going to battle, but we're always prepared.
You're preparing for it, and
like
Jerry and I don't.
That was my trade. My trade was a welder, and then as they were downsizing with the ships, they sent me to Substance Abuse Counselor School. So I was certified in 37 states on how to be a substance abuse counselor.
My thing is that like I get what you're saying, Bernz. I absolutely get what you're saying. I don't mean that our camaraderie is exactly the same, right? Hey, hey, what's going on there? Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's okay. Your dog disagree with you.
No, it's not that. That
answered you right at the perfect moment.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not saying the camaraderie is exactly the same, but the thing is that like growing up in the environment that I did, like there for the kids that weren't trying to be a part of the world of other people who were being violent and about their gang and stuff like that. We kind of had our own group, not a gang, but a group of people that wanted to have a normal life, and so we kind of like looked out for each other in that way because we knew that like at any given moment you would have to get into it with these guys, and you didn't want to be called a gang or a gang member or anything like that. But it's difficult when everybody else is in a gang. They've got groups, they got numbers, and you're just a kid trying to like live a normal kid life. You know what I mean? So in a way, I kind of understand that. Like I said, it's not exactly the same. Of course, you can't put them in the same level as far as like professionalism and training and all that stuff. But I do understand the feeling of needing the person next to you to be understanding of your situation in order for you to get through life. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that part.
Like, I'm the oldest of 6. My father was abusive, very abusive, and we have a camaraderie that's identical to the Vietnam vets because we survived that environment. So we understand what it is to survive a bad place.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be the military that you get your understanding on true camaraderie between people.
Right. That's my point. And once you've experienced something like that, people like people who are in the military, people who like SV you'll feel that'll resonate with you. That you'll feel that. Like I said, it'll never be exactly the same, but you feel that. You feel what he feels.
But it's not the same for any two people. Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. No, and I'm saying that as well. It's not the same, but when it comes to SV,
I will not devalue a civilian's pain.
No, that's not what I'm trying to talk about.
No,
And
I
my
know
thing,
you're not. No, I'm just putting
no,
that
no.
out there.
My dad will connect with other veterans more than he connects better with military veterans and especially combat vets more than he can connect with me because he's got something in common that he went through than what I went through in life because I was never military. But my dad can talk to another military person or especially a combat vet. My dad's a Vietnam vet. He still connects with anybody that that went through the operation in Panama, Desert Storm,
I was there.
OEF,
Panama with
OIF,
him then.
and my dad connects big time with those guys because they have this common thing that they have, even if they're a stranger.
Yeah, common denominator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was
Amy.
a substance abuse counselor and then I became a
Hey,
social
Lupe.
worker, I worked at a school where they had a choice between to go to Rikers Island or go to the school. And I had 30 clients, and appeared that a lot of the other clients trusted me. And I asked them, why do you guys have trust in me? And they said, because we know you're in the military and we know you understand the chain of command. Them guys, they don't get it. They don't get what a chain of command is. Because these guys, when you're told to go out and do something, you do it. And in the gangs, it's the same way.
Right.
It's
Right.
the same command, the same.
Hey, I gotta pop off.
detail.
I'm sorry.
You
I
gotta pop off.
Yeah,
Hey,
I gotta
whoa.
go.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry
baby.
about that, man. I gotta get going, man.
No, you're good,
All right,
baby.
Barnes.
Have a good one, man.
Enjoy today. Have a good weekend.
All right, later.
See you later, I hope.
Well, there goes Bernzy,
Yes.
and now there was 2.
Yeah. And
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and I don't want to stay stuck on the subject. I understand that mentality, and so like when I say I resonate with SV, like the way he came on, as wild as he was, like it gave me pause because it's like that
hanging out in the hood.
like yeah, it is. It's exactly that. And I said it before. In the hood, there's a saying: "You ain't got to lie to kick it." You know what I mean? It's like it's sad because like a lot of people had tried to be hard. They try to be like this image of something that they're not because
concrete jungle guy.
Yeah, because they didn't want to be hurt or they didn't want to be looked as weak. So I get that. Hey, relax. What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness, I hate you. You know that? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with puppy eyes because I don't like it when you do that. Okay, stop it. Anyways, my dog is just over here whining. Now let me see here. I want to put. I've done a bunch of clips already, but let's do this one right here.
Oh shit! Look at good for you coming in hot, coming in very hot with 10 Stone Vet gifted memberships.
Look, I mean, I was in the Army for over a decade. I was medically boarded out after enough to earn myself 2 Purple Hearts and 3 tours. So
Whether it's true or not is irrelevant. But here's the thing. Why the shell should I?
Freelancer 37, that's good for you, 1-5. Roger, good for you, Senate. Roger, you got 10 health hours left and the Gatling. Roger, how long you got on station? Roger that, Freelancer 37. We have 10-0 mics on station. Roger that. You are cleared hot. 2 in the Grove. Smoke them if you got them, boys. Woohoo! Boom! Boom!
I don't know. I find that entertaining.
It is entertaining.
Yeah, man. But I'm pretty sure Scotto would change that up. He'd be like, hey, Gay Charlie, I see you got 2 big butts in the Grove. Oh yeah. Bring in the torpedo if you're ready. Stab them if you got them.
Say, Sailor, want a sandwich?
Let's see this other clip real quick.
Salam! $5. Awesome.
Say, Shuddy.
Stone Vet, thanks for the save. I just unsubbed Kaiser. Cool. I'm glad. And listen, it's not me. It isn't me. All I'm doing is just presenting official documentation. All Shiz is doing is presenting official documentation. Like, there's really no, again, there's no argument. It's not whether it's true or not. He got convicted. He just said he's guilty of these 10 charges. It's not a question that he got fucking indicted for fucking capital murder. This is from the Attorney General's office.
But by the way, this is exactly it right here. This is why I recommend people who are not in the know with this information to go and check out SV's clips, go and check out his lives, because he pulls out information like this, and this is an actual thing you can look up yourself. You can go, and like he says plenty of times, go to your internet search bar, go to the Google search and put in Michael Kaiser. Just put it in, see what you get. And this is real. He was indicted for capital murder. This is a real thing. I mean, if you don't care about the stolen valor, if that doesn't matter to you, Will, if that doesn't matter to you because you can't relate to it, I hope that you can relate at least to murder charges. Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't go around getting murder charges. I know John and Jet may be responsible for some murder charges, but we're not going to talk about that.
No, but somebody lost their life. That's
right, exactly.
Somebody, veteran or non-veteran, an innocent person lost their life over an Xbox or PlayStation, whatever the hell it was. A game. That's sad. I mean, it is. It's terrible. That's the depth of this guy's insanity.
Right.
I mean, it's really insane to cap somebody over a game. That's what you hear in the hood.
Yeah, that's actually hood behavior right there. Go breaking into somebody's house for their guns, for their PS3. That really is hood behavior. Like I've heard about that before. It's just, and it's egregious. It's egregious that this guy just like walks around like this never happened, or that he was somehow acquitted because he wasn't acquitted. I would say that would be the ideal term I would be looking for when it comes to this situation. I would say I've been acquitted or I haven't been acquitted. But even so,
Kaiser said that yes, he was there. Yes, he took the PlayStation. And that's all. So then give us the rest of the information. What's the rest of the story if you didn't do it?
Right, like in around every single video of true crime that I've seen, I've yet to hear the guy that breaks in that finds the person inside the house isn't the killer. Like that's like you gotta be in like the various rarest situation that you're not the killer. But Mike, it's like, dude, who are you fooling? Who the fuck are you fooling? Like there was a killer just waiting in the wings, and he just decided, you know what? Oh, this guy just stole a PS3 and some guns. Perfect time for me to kill this other guy that's in there.
He thinks he's smarter than everybody in the room,
Right.
and he thinks that we just fell off a turnip truck.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
and the truth is that he can't get around it because of the PlayStation. It's gonna come.
Right.
The consequences haven't taken place yet, but they're taking place every single day when he gets out of bed. He has to face himself in that mirror.
Yes, he does.
And he's got to be a cold stone killer not to feel any of the guilt of taking an innocent person's life and not even and doing it behind his back, not even in his face.
Yeah, that's the part that's disturbing. Definitely disturbing.
And he'll do it again.
Oh, I mean, the only good part of his YouTube channel is that it's kept him from doing something similar, I believe. I would say that's the only good thing that's come out of his channel is that it's kept him from being out in the streets and hurting people. You know, like I do believe 100% that if he had a failing channel, he would be back out there breaking into people's homes, trying to hurt people for their pills. Which the more I get to know him, I doubt that every single thing was about pills because he likes to put that on his pills, but I doubt it. I think that all of his robberies had to do with money, and sometimes he used that money to get drugs, and sometimes he would use that money to do other things. You know, like I doubt that he even cares about this.
You know, the thing is, we don't know what else he took.
Right. It's only the stuff that they could prove that he took,
or the stuff that they put out. Sometimes they hold stuff back.
Right, exactly, and that's the other thing too that people who are aware of this story should take under consideration always is that the investigation is not a done one until they are at trial. They cannot, they will not put out evidence that will compromise their investigation. Yeah, they're not going to do that. So if you think that there's pieces missing, there probably are. There probably are pieces missing.
No, there are pieces missing, and they're meant to be missing.
Yeah, they're meant to be
for
missing.
us to know.
Yeah.
Just like,
hey, Redneck, glad you joined us.
Just like right now with the, I love the NBA. NBA right now, it's coming up to the deadline, and all these teams, they're saying, well, they're looking at this guy. Well, they're looking at that guy. And my thought, though, is they're supposed to be looking at those guys.
Right.
Those are the best in the league. So,
yeah.
But they're not going to tell everybody. And they don't want to throw anybody off.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Captain Happy. Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a fucking duck. I hear you, man.
It's a Kaiser.
It's a fucking Kaiser. We're on your ass.
Closet-loving Kaiser.
I'm not a closet lover, Kaiser. You know what, Jam and Jet? I'm starting to think you're projecting on me what you really feel about Kaiser. I think that's what's happening right now.
What do you think? Transference or counter-transference? Transference or counter-transference? No. Get with the program.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and talk all your fancy schmancy words, okay? You are confessing by projecting, okay? I can feel it in you. You are the closeted Kaiser lover. I'm just saying.
I don't think so, because if we got in the same room together, I would have to go to jail. I'd have to just please put the cuffs on me now. And I'd take the consequences.
Damn you, Challenger.
No, I would. I just look, put the. I'm going in there. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Have the cuffs ready. 'Cause I'll take the consequences for him killing the vet.
Yeah, that's right, Danny. That's right.
Because for me
Okay,
though,
so
because
here's another.
if I don't tell a lie, I don't have to worry about remembering what I said.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I'm going in there.
Here is
And I'm going in hot.
hang on. I gotcha. Here's another clip from SV's video clips that he's been posting. Again, I recommend everybody to go see it live. But if you're not caught up on the story, check out these video clips that he's put out of his lives. They have some information as far as like the stuff that he's going after, and it gives you an idea of how the lives work. So here we go. Here's another clip.
You know
Like,
what?
you came up to it because of a cam slip, right? That's how they were able to
Sorry.
put two and
Well,
two
I mean,
together.
it was a little more than that. It was somebody was able to associate my YouTube page somehow with my Facebook.
You do understand how easy that is, Wrangler, right? I love how these are like, even me as a fucking 50-year-old, as a Gen X 50-year-old knows that fucking, that's not a hard thing to do.
And it
Gotcha.
just went from there.
Yeah.
But-
So as
So it's their fault for fucking doxing you, not your fault for being a 10-time convicted felon with a capital murder indictment who's committing stolen valor.
I promised, I'm not gonna dogpile you with multiple people yelling at you at the same time. It's gonna be one at a time. So read the room. Thank you for the 5. Wrangler, do you have a daughter?
Well, there you go. It's all just so.
You know what? I
easily-
figured it out. I
right?
finally got your insanity. I figured it out, Jerry.
You really? What is it?
Jerry loves these clips because he has an attention deficit, and they're only a minute long, so he doesn't get lost.
Absolutely, and
he's taking notes. He's taking notes like he's in the goddamn class.
Exactly. Well, look, ADHD is a thing, right? And people's attentions are getting shorter and shorter nowadays. So SV has done a great thing by making these clips. I think it's a good thing. I think it keeps people interested and it keeps people into this story that's very important that people should know about. And we
don't forget the purpose of all these streams.
Yeah, exactly. We don't forget the purpose because we have a lot of fun. And again, I recommend anybody who hasn't to just go check out our live. Just go check it out. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna get some information, and you'll be able to follow along with this story because SV goes through it meticulously. He will give you the details, and he will go over it again. He has reached the point where he's backtracking and showing things that he showed at the start of this investigation because he wants people to understand that this didn't come out of nowhere. This stuff, all these things that we're coming after Wrangler for, didn't just like we didn't just conjure them up like Wrangler does with everything that he says. Like all of the lies that Wrangler says, he conjures them up. He's done that so much that he's decided to delete all the videos in his past. Why? Because he doesn't want people to call him out like this. He wants to act like there's no history of him lying. But unlucky for him, he decided to lie on my panel, and I was able to keep that, and I'm able to share it just at the most basic level, show how he was lying about his combat experience. And SV has that video, and SV will tell you the story. And SV also has his DD-214, just like MSG Retired has his DD-214, and Shiz has all the pertinent information when it comes to the criminal record.
And don't forget Wally in the background.
Oh, excuse me, and Wally too. And Wally put out a great live about Kimmy recently. Again, I made a mistake thinking that he was going to bring out more Wrangler information. So for anybody who went there thinking that he was going to have Wrangler information, I apologize. That was my wrong because I thought I heard him say Wrangler information. It's really about Kimmy, but still, it's very informative as far as like Kimmy is concerned because it gives you an idea of her psychology in this whole situation.
And you know what? Jerry, I went on there and I started listening, and the first thing I thought to myself, fucking Jerry got his head up his ass.
Fuck! I love you, Jamin. I love you.
I love you too, Jerry. Or
You bust my balls better than anybody else, man. I really you're one of the best ones at it, man.
But if I ever
Thank
cross
you.
the line, you need to tell me. That's for sure.
You fucking crossed the line, Chad.
What? There's no lines?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Woodrow McCall. Exactly, man. I think he's doing a great job. I think he's doing a really good job, and I appreciate SV for doing that. Wow. Okay, so
yeah, I believe the short are just that. I think a lot of people get lost when they are long, when they are the 4 hours, unless you're an actual SV follower and you don't mind and you understand the concept of he's putting his experience in there and he's bringing out pieces, but the 1 minute is bang, here it is. There's no refuting the evidence. Bang, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I'm like I couldn't agree with you more as far as that's concerned.
But you agree with me? That's the first. I'll write that down.
Wait a minute. Don't write it down. I'd rather you forget. No, but so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna share the video that I shared at the beginning of this. Wow, really?
And everybody, I just want to make sure everybody remembers that Jerry is a closet Kaiser lover. So I just want to make sure everybody has that.
How fucking dare you?
What?
Listen.
I want to make sure that we're honest and we're putting information out.
No, look, listen, you. How dare you accuse me of being a closeted? I'm so outraged right now. How dare you? You know what, Jam and Jet?
You and Scotto, Kaiser closet lovers.
I do believe Scotto does have a thing for Kaiser, but I think it's because Kaiser does, like, his butt is flat. It helps Scotto because it's like a spinner. You know what I mean? Scotto looks at Kaiser like a spinner. You know, so he likes. I think he does.
Play toy, like it's
play
toy.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this video was made.
Come here, Mikey.
This video was made by bernz.
You know what? I could never name my dog Mikey because I would go to jail for abuse of my dog. So I named him Cooper. So now he doesn't get abused. He gets love, and he comes over and he runs around. But if his name was Mike, I'd beat the hell out of him every single day.
It's a jamming. Don't beat the hell out of your dog.
No, I know. That's why I named him Cooper.
leave Cooper alone. Okay, so let me just preface.
Oh, you know what I did teach Cooper? Let me say, I taught Cooper when I go bang, he falls dead. So like Cooper, I go Cooper bang, and he just falls on the ground dead. I said, wow.
You gotta make a video of that and post it on your channel. That'd be great.
I do have a video of it. I do have a video. I just gotta figure out how to download it and I give it to you, and it's no problem. It's great. It's like all you hear is bang, and you see the dog fall dead.
I gotta see that. Well, let me just preface this video real quick. This video was made by bernz.
Yeah, and give me your email. If I get your email, I can send it to you, and then you can do whatever you want. I give it to you. You can use it in your.
Don't you have my email? I'll email you. I have your email.
Every time I get it, I throw it away because I watch your stuff and I say, "What the fuck am I doing with this shit?"
You're an asshole.
Hey, I resemble those remarks.
Yes, you do. But hang on. Just to preface this video, this video was made by bernz. It's a video highlighting KFAR's hypocrisy, as far as the things that he said about everything. So I'm gonna put it up because this made me laugh this morning. It made my day. So one more time for Bernzy, I'm gonna put it up. And Bernzy is criminally unsubbed. So if you can sub to his channel, that's Bernzy66, and there is Wrangler's Weekly Wrap Up. Both of those channels you guys need to sub to. If you haven't, please sub. He is criminally undersubbed. The man has talent. He puts together good stuff, and he's a musician.
Bernzy 66, and what's the other one?
Wrangler's Weekly Wrap Up.
I don't like using that word Wrangler with it. I'd rather go on Kaiser.
Oh yeah, me too. I'd rather call him Kaiser, but you know what are we gonna do? The guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You can't polish a turd, you know.
No. Yeah, it can get pretty dirty.
Well, I want to try to keep it civil.
Don't.
I will.
I'm not going to keep it civil, you Navy fuck. I'm not. This dude is still fucking mine.
I will accept groveling at some point. But
grovel these nuts.
Our boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. I denounce his actions. I denounce the stolen valor portion, but this is all stuff that I've already said. That's the whole problem. Boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. Boy here is a veteran. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed.
By the way, the failed rockstar thing is K-Far called Bernzy a failed rock star, and Bernzy is not a failed anything. He is a musician who does work as a musician. So I don't understand this failed rock star. Not everybody who does things in the entertainment business wants to be, super famous. There's plenty of people who work in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, that do simple things like commercials, voiceover acting, jingles. These are all things that are in the entertainment business. So I'm sorry, K-Far, but you're wrong. There's nothing failed about Bernzy. He is a very talented man, and he's got skills.
My uncle does the sound for Newsmax right now.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin's he's on CBS doing some afternoon show, whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, Redneck. I don't get it either. I don't get it either, brother. I wish I understood why these people just go ahead and follow him blindly, but who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? But on that note, I'm gonna call this one. I appreciate you, Jam and Jeff, for showing up.
Oh yeah, Jerry, I love you, brother.
Dude, I love you too, man. I think there are some people that I feel like I'm glad that I met here. You're one of them. That includes Danny, that includes Caro, that includes Lupe, and that includes Bernzy. All of you guys are awesome people. I love you guys.
Great chat here.
Yeah.
Great following.
Thank you. And so I hope everybody has a great weekend, and hopefully SV has a live today. I'm not sure he has a schedule, nothing, but hopefully you see him. And everybody who hears the sound of my voice, go sub to SV's channel. Go check out his clips. Go check out everything on this guy, Wrangler. If you're a Wrangler follower, you don't need to be swayed by us in any kind of way. Just check out the clips, do the research, follow the evidence, and have an objective opinion towards the end. If you still follow him, great. Do whatever the fuck you want. But we just want you to look at the information. That's it. Okay? So,
Jerry, thank you for having me up here. I love you, brother. And
thank you.
Keep up the great work.
Thanks, buddy. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yep. Sounds good. See you then.